that was, don't mind my Uber driver. I'm in the car with my Uber driver. Just kidding. We're on our way to an event with Forever Footprints. I vlogged a Mother's Day event that I went to that they put together, and tonight the event is called Night to Remember. So they put together a lot of events for us to remember our babies and, you know, kind of just get together. And I've met a lot of friends through their organization as well. And they recently asked me if I wanted to be an ambassador, which is really, really exciting, and I'll talk more about it later. So I'm actually going to say a little, I'm not going to call it a speech because the word speech makes me really nervous, and I don't think I'm very good at public speaking, but they asked me to share a little bit of my story about Braxton. So I'll be doing that tonight, and I'll take you guys along with me like always.
All had a great time golfing today, and thank you all who contributed to our silent auction tonight. We are here to honor the memory of babies gone too soon and to raise money for continued support, education, and remembrance for pregnancy and infancy loss, and we couldn't do that without your generosity and support, so thank you so much for that. I would like to introduce our Fundraising Executive Director, Kristen Von Rock. Okay, so I'm going to go as quickly as I can, but we just ask for your patience as we thank all the amazing people that are responsible for this event. And we also have something really fun planned at the end of the presentation, so stick around. We're here because of all our babies, and I just wanted to acknowledge those families who are here because they are missing a child. So if you are a parent of a baby listed here, or you've suffered any kind of loss in pregnancy or infancy, I just ask you to stand so we can acknowledge you and acknowledge your children. We provide support to families through 5 no-cost support groups. We provide memory boxes to every single family in Orange County who's lost a baby. And we provide siblings who've lost their brother or sister with sibling backpacks. Those backpacks give comfort and love to those siblings who've lost their brother or sister. We provide education to the medical community. In the nearly 15 years since Forever Footprints was founded, major improvements have occurred because of our work. Families now receive more compassionate care. I'd just like to share with you one example of the difference we've made. We had a mom that told us about 10 years ago that her baby was put in a box and taken out of her hospital room. Put in a box. So what we do matters. That's never happened again, and will never happen again. The babies are lovingly carried out by nurses or by their families. We educate the hospitals to call certain special codes if a family is leaving after their baby has passed away. It's the thing I am most proud of, because when my son died, I was not treated very nicely. I was given a diaper bag full of all kinds of baby things, and my baby was not with me. And so we will continue that. Our new programs coordinator that we've been able to hire because of the money that we raise at events like this, she's spearheading the effort to even increase the amount of education and awareness we can give the hospitals. So I'd like to introduce Belly. Belly.
We learned that our son had passed away. I don't have any words to describe the immense heartache and pain that I felt after losing Braxton. I felt like someone had ripped my heart out from my body. I felt so alone and so empty. So one day I decided there has to be someone out there going through this too, and that's when I found Forever Footprints on Facebook. I was so surprised to learn I wasn't going through this alone, and that there was even an organization that was there to support me. So we attended the Orange County Walk to Remember a month after Braxton passed away. And I saw so many moms and dads like me and Jonathan, and they were even smiling. The event gave me hope that one day I will smile again. And I felt so grateful that we were able to honor my son, not only my son, but thousands of other babies. So through Forever Footprints, I built strong friendships with other moms like me, and we built strong bonds because we've experienced pain that nobody else would understand. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be an ambassador for Forever Footprints, because you see, lost moms, we're like any obsessive mom. We love to talk about our babies. I could go on all day about my son Braxton and how perfect his face was and his little button nose. Through being an ambassador, I hope to give others hope and courage to know that your baby matters, your feelings are valid, and you're not alone in this journey. Thank you.
Hi everyone, so we're back home. I didn't really vlog when we got back home the other night from the event because I was so tired. My back was killing me. I was just exhausted. Brisa is getting pretty big, as you can see. So yeah, my back was just killing me and I just wanted to take off my makeup and relax. But yeah, we had a great time at the event. I love going to Forever Footprints events. I actually met Liam's mom, Lulu. If you followed me on Instagram, you saw that I posted a selfie with her. She lost her son, Liam, like a month before we lost Braxton. We've been talking on Instagram for a long time, and we actually met through the Forever Footprints hashtag for their remembrance walk. So it's so nice to see her. I just feel like we can relate on a completely different level that nobody else understands, and we can just talk to each other normally and we just really get each other, you know. I mentioned to you guys when we were on our way to the event that Forever Footprints asked me if I was interested in being an ambassador. I actually cried a little bit when they sent me the email because, you know, as a mom, the number one thing that you want to do is keep your children safe and to make them proud of you. You know, so this is my way of taking care of Braxton since he's not here on earth. It's to talk about him, to raise awareness about stillbirth, to give people hope, you know. So I was so honored that they asked me to be a part of that and they gave me the opportunity to speak about Braxton. I wish I would have panned the camera around because there were a lot of people in that room and I was so nervous. I'm bad at like guessing how many people were in there, but maybe it was like 200 or 300. And I'm just so thankful that they gave me the opportunity to share my story about Braxton. It means so much to me. I've talked about Forever Footprints once before on my channel when I went to the Mother's Day vlog, but I wanted to come on here and let you guys know that the walk to remember, so they do a remembrance walk once a year in October to remember all the babies. And this is actually how I found them right after Braxton passed away. I actually just didn't even go on my phone because I didn't want to see, like, you know, all of my baby apps were congratulating me for having a baby, and then people were sending me messages on Instagram asking if I had the baby, and I have followed other moms that were pregnant and they were as far along as I was, and they were all having their babies, and it was just so hard for me to deal with all of that and see everything. So I didn't touch my phone for a while, and then for some reason one day I decided to just, you know, go on Facebook and type stillbirth and just see what comes up, you know. Maybe I would find another mom. I don't know. I really didn't know like what to expect. I still thought at that time that it was just like something like extremely rare that only happened to me and that I wouldn't even find anyone near me who was going through the same thing. So I found Forever Footprints page and they were actually posting flyers for that walk. the Walk to Remember, and I signed up for it right away. It was only a month after Braxton passed away that they were doing the walk. We ended up going, and I was so surprised. There were thousands of people there. They do like a memorial, and they read out your baby's name, they honor your baby, and they also had a wall with all of the baby's names. There were so many parents there, so many moms, so many siblings, and going to that event was so healing and so helpful for me because I saw other moms there, and you know, a lot of them make their shirts, like, you know how I have my shirt with Braxton's picture on it, and you know, they all lost their babies too, and some of them were just like doing the walk and they were smiling, and you know, they were with their family, they were remembering their baby, but they looked like happy. I was just so surprised. You know, at that time I thought, I'm going to be depressed forever. Like, I honestly thought I would never smile again. So just going to that event and seeing all these people, it gave me so much hope, and it meant so much to me that an organization was there specifically for someone like me. I still get emotional, obviously. So the walk means a lot to me. I'm looking forward to the walk this year in October. Also, another thing that Forever Footprints has helped me with and has offered me and lots of other families is that they actually offer completely free support groups for grieving parents, and they also do like your rainbow baby journey. So, you know, pregnancy after loss brings on a lot of fear and anxiety. So I think it's amazing that not only are they helping you grieve, they're helping you with that next aspect, you know, that next journey of like your rainbow pregnancy and going through all that stress and all that anxiety. It's just amazing. They also work with a lot of hospitals, and if you saw in the vlog when we were at the event, I recorded like a little memory box, so they offer those to the hospitals as well, which is awesome. My hospital gave me a memory box, but it looked really, really old. Yeah, some of the things I wish could have been different. Like, for example, they gave me something with Braxton's footprints, like ink prints, and it was just on a regular piece of paper. You know, like, those are the only footprints I have of my son, and that's all they gave me was like a sheet of paper, and they wrote Braxton on it with a marker. And I mean, of course, I didn't bring anything myself because I had no idea what even to do in that situation. Before we found Forever Footprints, we actually had probably one of the worst experiences with counseling. While we're all here, I'll just tell you the story really quick. I mean, it's not like, I guess we can look back and laugh at it because of how insane it was, but it's actually not funny. Like, if this were to happen to someone else, I would be really, really upset. So basically, we found a place near where we live. This was like 2 weeks after Braxton passed away. And at this time, we were sleeping all day. We were so depressed. We would get out of the house just to, you know, like kill time. And we honestly had no idea what to do. It was the worst time. And so Jonathan found a place nearby that actually said that they specialized in this type of grief, I guess, you know, in child loss, which is not very common to find counseling that's like specific to child loss. So, you know, we're looking forward to that all week. You know, I had a lot of panic attacks, and I was still going through all my postpartum stuff. You know, like every time I went to the restroom, it reminded me that I just gave birth to Braxton and he wasn't here. And then my breast milk was coming in. All these different things were going on. So we were really looking forward to that counseling session. So the day comes, we get to the place, and as soon as Jonathan opens the door, he tells me to wait. And he opens the door, and all we hear are newborn babies crying, which is something that still hurts me, will always hurt me, that I never got to hear Braxton's first cry. And so, yeah, long story short, this place didn't have the common sense to think, hey, let's not schedule, like they knew that we had just lost our son and they still scheduled us to come in for a counseling session during this breastfeeding class where there were people having, you know, getting breastfeeding lessons pretty much like in the hallway. Actually, when I walked in, I was just so, like, everything was so fresh to me. I had to just, you know, look down and try not to look around me and see and, like, you know, think, like, that should have been me here in this breastfeeding class. Like, it was just terrible. So that's another reason I'm glad, like, whenever I've gone to support groups with Forever Footprints, that nothing like that ever happens to me. So yeah, I didn't plan on telling that story, but it was just terrible, and I really hope that that doesn't happen to anyone else. I made a complaint with them for that as well because I don't want that to happen to anybody else. So like I said, the walk this year is going to be on October 12th, and I actually created a page to start raising money in memory of Braxton, of course. So I would love for you guys to just check out their website. I'm going to put the link to Braxton's page down below. And if you would like to donate, that would be amazing. Like I said, Forever Footprints will provide memory boxes to families. They actually help to educate hospital staff on what to do in these types of situations, which is awesome. They offer us events to help us remember our babies. And like I said, they offered the free support groups. So I just want to say thank you one more time to Forever Footprints and everything they do for grieving parents. I feel so honored to be an ambassador, and I got to meet the founder, and her baby passed away 15 years ago. And I just think it's incredible. You know, when Forever Footprints started, it was just the remembrance walk, and I think it said that there were like 100 people there, and it's grown to include thousands of people, and we all look forward to it every year to honor our baby. So that really inspires me, and I hope that I can do something big like that for Braxton when he turns 15. I think everything that they're doing is just amazing, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for coming along. Thank you for watching. Thank you for always supporting me, Braxton, my family, Brisa, Jonathan. We love you guys so much. So don't forget to check out the links below of Forever Footprints and also the page for Braxton's fundraiser. It would mean so much to us to help raise money for Forever Footprints because, like I said, they've been such a great help to us. And also, if you have any questions about the organization, just leave a comment down below. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.